State quarterback Blake Shapen is a quarterback who showed flashes of being a really good quarterback at Baylor and now going to Mississippi State. Hopefully, he can be a bit more consistent under Lebby's offense. With the season about a week and a half away, depending when you're watching this video, let's make a little quarterback profile for Shapen. Let's talk about what he does well. Let's go through arm strength, accuracy, experience, mobility, deep ball, the overall takeaways. Then we'll watch some clips of him on film that help us demonstrate what we're talking about in the video. And it's broadcast footage, so I apologize. We have to kind of go through it slow so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. And I think my voice may be a little down on it. I tried fixing it, but just a fair warning once we come up to that. Again, it's just 3 quick plays. But I want to talk about his profile. I want to go through what he does well, the improvements, and why I think Lebby chose Shapen. I think why Shapen could actually be a pretty good fit for Lebby in the offense that he wants to run. Just assuming, maybe I'm totally wrong. All right, but let's go ahead and talk about Shapen. So arm strength. Shapen has adequate arm strength. He's not going to have an absolute cannon when he's driving the ball with a missile downfield or having some type of deep ball kind of competition like Joe Milton. But I think what makes his arm well is his ability to throw from any platform, off angle platforms, having to kind of being able to throw on the run. He was a good baseball player, so that probably helps with his ability to make different types of throws in awkward positions, right? But he's got enough arm ability and talent for Lebby's offense. Accuracy. I think he's got potential to be a bit more accurate in Lebby's offense than he was in Baylor's offense. Don't know if Baylor's offense was a great fit, so you saw the accuracy kind of inconsistent, if you will. But whenever Shapen's on, like we're going to talk about, he was way more accurate. Whenever the defense wasn't blitzing him, he was way more accurate and was able to push the ball downfield more off play action. Maybe not more accurate off play action, but he's able to push the ball downfield more. So I think it's finding the schemes that Shapen does well and putting him in those positions. Experience. Shapen has gained valuable experience as Baylor's starting quarterback. I know he's now in the SEC, but growth, maturity over time, I think this should help him settle in for Mississippi State and give Mississippi State at least some type of like guidance during this first year of Shapen. Mobility. Shapen's a mobile quarterback, an athletic quarterback, can extend plays, throw on the run. I think his mobility adds a dynamic element to his game that unless you have played him up close and personal, you may not necessarily anticipate that. But it allows him to avoid pressure and evade defenders and create opportunities with his legs. Shapen's deep ball was not accurate on deep balls. He only had yard balls where the throw was more than 20 yards or more downfield. His completion percentage was 29. That puts him one of the lowest quarterbacks in the SEC. If I take his numbers from Baylor and put him in here, he had only 11 completions in Baylor's offense. The ball was thrown more than 20 yards or more downfield. So definitely an area of improvement. In my opinion, I think it's probably Shapen and Baylor's offense combined is probably why those numbers weren't great. But still, I think we see an improvement with Lebby's offensive scheme. Overall takeaway from Blake Shapen, he's enough skill to surprise people in a quarterback-friendly offense like Lebby has. And real quick, before we look at the film, because I want to hammer home Shapen's ability to play within play action, I think he's a better quarterback than given credit for. I think he just needs to be put in a system where he can thrive. And I think Lebby's system can be that. He was much better using play action. You could tell he was a lot more comfortable pushing the ball downfield off of play action, getting the defenses to move positions, get them out of position. Only 32% of his passes were play action. I think that's going to be a lot higher in Lebby's offense. I think Dylan Gabriel last year was like 55% or something like that. And so I think that is a way to help Shapen get comfortable. Even if the run game isn't great, you can still use the threat of the run to help him get comfortable. Off play action, he had 9 touchdowns. His yards per attempt, were 9.2, 7 tutties, 3 picks, 65% completion percentage. His straight drop back, he had 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, had a 65% completion percentage as well, but his yards per attempt only 6.5. So it was more dinking and dunking as opposed to taking shots downfield when they weren't using play action. So I think improvement against the blitz is going to be a next step, and I think relying or putting Shapen in position to succeed, whether it's using play action, letting him run a little bit, use his legs. I think those are ways to get Shapen comfortable in the offense. So we're going to watch 3 clips of Baylor. I think this was maybe 2 years ago. Might have been last year's film. I can't remember exactly, but we're going to watch 3 clips, again, broadcast footage, but showing his ability to be accurate and push the ball downfield off of play action, which I think does a good job for Shapen. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at the film. All right, touchdown throw here from Shapen, and we're going to see it's off play action. I believe there's a slight little rollout. Let's see. No, not really. But touchdown from Shapen. This is against Oklahoma State. They were getting beat fairly handily, but good touchdown. A good example of just what he was better at. And that was play action. All his numbers are better at play action, more touchdowns, push the ball way more downfield. This is actually a pretty good throw. I think this is why Lebby probably went out and got Shapen, right? That's almost 60 yards in the air, showing his arm strength off play action, right? So, like we talked about, if Shapen had more passes off play action or was in a different type of offense, then he probably does better at Baylor. But that's why I think that he's a good fit with Lebby in his offense, as we talked about in the beginning of the video. Let's go ahead and watch 2 more clips of Shapen. All right, another throw off play action. You see there in pistol. He stays in the pocket and rips it downfield. Actually, a really good throw. Like if you watch Shapen, if you just watch clips of Shapen, you can see like damn, he's a pretty good quarterback. You can see why Lebby would want a quarterback like this. But again, another example of showing what he was comfortable in. When Shapen was comfortable, you saw more accurate throws. You saw him throw it with decisiveness. And I think this play action got him comfortable, man. So here he is in the pocket. They let the receiver get open, and then pretty good throw because I think it's pretty good coverage, right? Yeah, not horrible coverage. But a good throw hits the receiver in stride, able to go for touchdowns. So again, play action off a pistol. You can see his comfort level and letting it rip downfield. So let's go ahead and watch one more. I think this shows Shapen's ability to scramble a little bit, or at least off play action, go to some type of boot play. Let's go ahead and watch one more clip of Shapen. All right, last clip of Shapen that we'll watch. You're going to see a little quick play action. He does boot this way, boundary side. But it's a good job by Shapen. Again, just another example hammering the point of how much better he was off play action. They really didn't do it a ton compared to other teams in the Big 12. I think last year Shapen, what did we say, had 20-something% of his passes were off play action, compared to like Quinn Ewers was 50-something, or right about 50. Gabriel was over 50. All right, so here we go. Just a good example of Shapen throwing on the run. Like we talked about, good baseball player in high school, which I think allows. He's more athletic than people think and give him credit for. So he's able to make some of these throws off platform or have a different arm angle when he's throwing the ball. I know the footage isn't great, maybe kind of grainy because it's broadcast, but still on the run, able to make a good touchdown pass. Again, off of play action, hammering home that point, right? So Blake Shapen, I think there's a reason why Lebby went to get him. I think he probably sees something in him that makes him think he fits this offense really, really well. But this is the last clip of Shapen. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. And just 3 clips, right? They were all play action, but we saw a deep ball, we saw a strike in the middle of the field, then we saw his ability to roll out, use his legs, and throw from an off-platform position. So I think this is a reason why Lebby went and got Shapen, because he saw the potential that Shapen had. He just needs to be put in a good position. And for Mississippi State to surprise people, Lebby's going to have to maximize Shapen. Shapen's going to have to maximize Lebby's offense. I mean, a lot of things have to go in Mississippi State's favor, but that's why we play the game. You never know what could happen. Mississippi State fans, SEC fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Blake Shapen? What do you think he needs to do to take the next step? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this is your first time tuning in to the QB Spotlight channel, sincerely, thank you. We're a Quarterback Hub. We talk specifically SEC quarterbacks. We're going to do it throughout the entire season. We're going to have several SEC quarterback shows as well each week. So think if that's your cup of tea, please like, share, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Did this stop recording? I can't tell. Okay, still recording. I apologize. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Helps the channel grow. We'll see you next time. Peace.